everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle. Today I'm going to be reviewing the STA Pigment Liners. I'm really excited to be doing this, but before I get into this video, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that like button. Again, like I said, I'm really excited. I have a couple of my drawings ready so that I can show you what these liners look like on paper. And here's what they look like. Here's the cover, closer look at them. Yeah, and I'm really excited, so let's get straight into it. Okay everyone, so we are back, and as you can see I have this piece of paper with me and it can show you what all the pens are like. I put these down before we started making this video, and it starts from 0.05 and it goes all the way up to a brush pen, and these pens come in handy. I usually use the 0.5 sized pen. It's just a standard size and it covers basically everything that I really need to draw with these pens. The brush pen usually comes in handy. The brush pen is right here, all the way up here. It's the thickest line, and it's called a brush pen because it's kind of like a pen, except it's like a brush pen. So this comes in handy when you're like coloring something. I have a drawing that I used it on that I'll show you guys later. So yeah, it comes in handy when you're drawing. It's kind of like a Sharpie, except the tip isn't like stuck in place. It's like a brush, which is why it's called a brush pen. I really like these, and I think the 0.5 is great. It really just depends on what you're drawing and the detail and everything. And so yeah, here's what they look like again. So from the thinnest line, it's 0.05 all the way up to the brush pen, and we have about 9 pens in total. And here's what the STA Pigment Liners look like again. Here's a closer look. So I'll just take one out for you guys right now, and I'll take out the 0.5, the one I use most commonly. And if I just take off the cap, here's what it looks like. You guys might not be able to understand because it's on camera and you're obviously very far away, but yeah. So again, like I said, 0.5 most standard. And I wanted to show you guys what the brush pen looked like, just in case you guys were a little confused on what I was saying. Here's what it looks like. So, like I said, see this tip right here? It's kind of like a brush, except it's a lot thinner, and you can clearly see that it's like a pen, which makes it a brush pen, and it's so cool. So let me just get that drawing out real quick. I have it in this neat sketchbook of mine. Okay. And again, I will leave the link in the description box below if you want to get these STA Pigment Liners for Amazon. And yeah, I also made another art video, so make sure you check out the description box below if you guys would like to check that video out. Okay, so let me just find this drawing real quick. Okay, so here is what the drawing looks like. So here is one of my favorite parts of this drawing. This is where most of the detail is. This is where everybody's eyes will probably go to when you first see this drawing. I think it's very stunning. I used, so here you can see I used the brush pen. And if you come up close, you can actually see some of the lines. But I quite enjoyed using the brush pen when I was coloring this in, because it honestly made things so much easier than using a pen. And with the pens, there was a lot of white spots that were left that I had to go back and cover continuously. So when I started using the brush pen, it was very easy, and the lines, you know how when you're using a pen you can kind of see the indents of the line. Here you can't really see that. Of course there's like some of the stopping points, but overall I think I really like the brush pens, and I think it comes in handy, and I really like these STA Pigment Liners. I really recommend them, and my rating for these are a 10 out of 10. I really love these yet again. And for some of these, here, let me show you guys again. For some of these points, you'll see how thin the lines are. Now, I actually didn't use another pen except for 0.5 on this entire drawing, except for the brush pens, of course. But it really depends on how you hold the pen, your pressure on the pen, and everything. And I just think it's so cool, these STA Pigment Liners. Wow. And let me just show you guys another one of my drawings. So I have this safari tree. This is very pretty. This was when I first started using these STA Pigment Liners. you can see how I used a lot of straight lines and how I kind of had to go back and how like the grass and everything. I really love this drawing. So again, this is all in pen. I haven't done any of this in pencil. I just went in straight with the pen. I think, yeah, like it really just depends on how you use the pens, what you're drawing, what you use it on. And I just wanted to share with you guys one more of these. This was my actual first time using these pens. So this is a very detailed drawing. You can see there's trees here, there's the river, there's the mountains, there's the sky. And not all of this is in pen, of course. As you can see, it's just the trees and the mountains and just some basic outlines that are actually in pen. But really what's just not in pen are these, is the river and the sky. And of course, if you haven't checked out my other video, then you probably don't know that I reviewed my my art supplies. And in that video, I show you guys some of my pencils, the pencils I used to shade in and draw in. So make sure you check out the video to see the pencils and to get those pencils. Anyways, I used those to shade in the sky and the river, and I think this was probably a really delightful experience. It was very interesting because I had just started using pens on my artwork, and I think it was pretty cool just to start out with these STA Pigment Liners and how helpful they were. I did test out some of the other pens on this drawing just because I was curious to see how it would change, and I played along with the played with the 0.5 to see if I could get it to be as thin as like one of the smaller tips. I still think it's very cool, and I hope you guys like my drawings. I hope you guys like these pens because I really do. Again, check out the description box below to get these. And yes, so that is my review on these STA Pigment Liners. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that like button. I love you guys so much. I post every Sunday, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys!